Hey guys, this is Gary from Demigod's Music, Production Hub / Ableton Beginners / Ableton Tutorials. I don't really know what to call it. I thought I'd just show you a different background today because the back of my cupboard is as boring as hell. This is my little wall of favourite albums. Anyway, let's get to the video. So today I thought I'd do a special one, and this is for X-Wince. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, who sent me a message asking about doing chopped up vocals over a house beat. So that's exactly what I've done. Yeah, I hit 150 subscribers today, which now is bugger all really, but that's a lot for me and I'm happy, so I'm going to listen to you guys individually and do the videos that you want to see. So this is chopped up vocals over some deep house vibe beats. Alright, check it out. Okay guys, let's get this on the road. So I've put together a fairly simple little beat here. Kind of deep house disclosure type beat. Very simply put together using the operator drums that I created a couple of weeks back. So check that video out, how to create your own drums. It's much more satisfying making your own drums, I think, rather than going through a whole load of samples. Anyway, talking of samples, I'm going to reverse what I said then, and we're going to find a nice vocal sample. Now, I've got one ready to go here. Here is it. I've got Michael Jackson, Got to Be There. I absolutely love this track, but we're going to make it completely original. Well, we're going to use tiny little snippets of it. So what I'm going to do, let's put in a new sampler, first of all, on a new MIDI track here, and then we're just going to drop this whole sample in. Okay, and it's really going to be a case of enabling, making sure it's record enabled there, so that when I press the MIDI keyboard we can just scroll along the start point and find something cool. Alright, I don't know what I'm looking for here, I'm making this up as I go along, so we're just going to find something that sounds pretty cool and can be manipulated. Okay, quite like that. Alright, I'm happy with that. Doesn't matter that we hold down the key and it plays a whole load of sample. What I could do is zoom out and drag this all the way back so that we only ever hear a much shorter bit of it when we release the key. And we can change the whole attack time and release time and everything like that. But I want to make this quite quick. I want to show you how quick it is to come up with these awesome little ideas. So that's fine. So holding it down too long is not going to make too much difference now. Right, we've got one there. What you can do is go up to zone, and you can see that at the moment, any key we press on the keyboard is going to play that sample at a different pitch or a different speed, higher or lower that we go. So what we can do is, if we just want to use middle C for this one, we can drag the green section here, or what is the key selector is called. So if we just have it on C3, then no other key is going to work unless I press C3. All right, now we can retune this, but we're going to do that in a minute when we do a little simple chord structure and a little bass line as well. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do now is find another one. So let's duplicate this. So what we've done is we've just loaded another sampler. Well, really, one on top of the other. So when we press C3 now, it's going to play twice. So it's just doubled up. So what we're going to do is actually just move this along, maybe onto the D key, D3 key, so that C3 plays one, D3 plays the other. But now what we want to do on this second one is find something different, different sample. So let's have a look. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit and find a new start point. So I'm just going to drag the start point now. We want something sounds pretty different, I guess, to the first one. Ah, yes, that word sound. It's got a really rich character to it. You can tell the recorded vocals have been doubled up there, or got some chorus on or something, because it sounds really rich. That's, oops. I should zoom in a bit more here so I can be a bit more accurate. I want to get that really rich. Oh, what a gorgeous voice. Where did it all go wrong for MJ? Right. Okay, we're going to keep that. So I'm just pressing the C and the D there, and you can hear we've got our two different samples. Now you can do this as many times as you want now. I suppose we could find all sorts of other ones. Let's just keep those two for now. I'm going to make something a little bit musical with these two and see how that sounds with the bass and the chords, and then we can have a look at maybe adding another one. So let's get rid of the screen and let's have some chords now. So what shall I use? I tell you what, I know a lovely little plug-in here, Waves. Oh, if you watch my other videos, you think I'll be sponsored by Waves or something, but they are really good quality plugins. Right, let's drop a Waves element. This is their synth, and let's find a keyboard. I'm just going to use a preset here, don't need to mess around. Piano synth. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Right, let's have a little bit of a play around here, see if I can come up with something really simple. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling the sort of laid back vibe on this one. All right, so I'm just going to record this in. And it's kind of unusual. I'm going to do a loop of 3 bars. I think it feels right with the whole triplet thing. Okay, so let me just make the metronome on and let's just play this in. Okay, I cocked up there, but let's have a look and let's sort it out in the MIDI editor. All right, so that first one was wrong. What I'm going to do is just press fold here so we can see just only the notes I played. And we're going to start it from here. Hey, look at my timing, that's pretty good. Timing's not bad. Let's just quantize that. And yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm just going to use a little loop of 3 bars here. Just makes it a little bit different. All right, let's zoom, you know, rather than the standard 4 chords. Bring it down. Let's turn the metronome off. Okay. All right, happy with that. What we're going to do, my favourite thing, bog standard, is whack on a sidechain compressor. The compressor from Live 8, which seems to have a much smoother effect when we use it to sidechain. So the input's going to come from my little side kick, which is just a muted kick that's just playing 4 on the floor. And let's work up the ratio, about 6 roughly, that works well. Okay, let's get a little pump on the keys. Okay, maybe a bit too much. Okay, I'm going to show you something else really cool now. We're going to use this, I'm going to copy this setting of this sidechain compressor, and I'm actually going to put it on one of the reverbs on a return track. Okay, so let's just put it after the reverb on the return track. So if we turn this all the way up, this is a big reverb as well. See, now I've just soloed the return track here. You can hear just the reverbs pumping. So if we weren't to have this on, this is good if you want reverb on a track, but you don't want it to completely swamp it. So we've got the nice lush effect of it, but without it being too wishy-washy. Okay, and we're going to repeat that on a couple of other things in a minute. All right, so that's nice enough. This is fairly laid back at the moment. I'll tell you what, while we've got the chords in, let's go to try and write something to do with these little glitchy samples now. So let's just make, oops, pressing all sorts of wrong buttons here. What's going on? So let's find out what we need to change. Let's go to pitch and oscillator section. Okay, just one down. I'm happy with both of those. That was handy because that was nice and easy. It works, but let's make it more interesting. So what I'm going to do is going to go to the sampler and we'll go to the modulation section. Let's add some LFO to this sound. Okay, let's set the rate to... Get the volume up there. Okay, let's put a bit of pitch LFO on there as well. Just a little touch, makes it a little bit more of an interesting sound. And let's change this to more of a triplet feel. So 1/12. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay, so let's record this in. It's just literally, I'm going to press it every beat. Oops, it's a 2-bar counting. Okay, and let's tidy that up. I'm going to press Command A for all, and then I'm going to press the legato button. That's just going to stretch each note to the well, up to the point where another note after it happens. And let's get all the velocities of these all the same. All the way up there. Nice. Oh no, hang on. Need to quantize it. Command and U. My quantize settings, by the way, Command Shift U. 9 times out of 10 I'm using 16th notes 100%. Now you might think, oh, that's a bit robotic, Gary, but that's the way I like it. I can always change it. That's what I use most of the time, so there we go. All right. Okay, I want this to be a bit more of a backgroundy sound, so let's drag the volume down. Let's get some reverb on there. And again, what we're going to do, oh no, we don't need to actually, because yes, so what's great there is the reverb is being sidechained by that sidekick, so it's not completely swamping it. Let's just show you what I mean. If I take it off, you'll notice it more when I re-enable it. Here we go. Yeah, it just really tightens it all up there. What I'm going to do is just duplicate this track. This is a quick way of doing it, and let's turn the reverb off for now on the second one and record, enable it. So I'm just gonna, it's just for any confusion's sake, what I'm going to do is delete the first one. So now we've just got this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the key selector area so that all around it now we can play around and maybe find something more melodic, a bit of a lead line or something like that. I'm also going to turn off the LFO for this. It's more of an instrument. It's really nice. So let's have a little play and see if we can come up with something a bit interesting here. Okay, I'm thinking delay would be pretty nice on this, give it a bit more interest. I've already got, if we double click on my return track here, a simple delay with quarter notes and eighth notes there, bit of feedback. So let's plonk a load of this on. So just for the sake of time and doing this video, let's play something in. Delete that for, oops, hang on a sec, what am I up to? Delete that one. Okay, happy with that. Let's tidy this up. Okay, start point from here. I'm thinking less reverb actually. I've gone a bit crazy on that. Let's take this right down, and the overall volume can come down a little bit. Maybe touch off the delay. All right, yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? I think the obvious thing missing now is the bass line. Hey, in keeping with the theme of making this up as we go along, I'm going to create our own bass sound now. So let's whack on an operator, and let's have a pitch envelope on. Whack that all the way up. We're going to increase the peak a little bit there, and let's bring that decay right in. Okay, that's sounding pretty nice. Let's go just back to the oscillator for a second. All right, let's give this a little try. All right, happy with that. Let's record this in now. Okay, so we've got a little triplet fill there. So let's click on fold. Let's tidy this up again. I'm going to delete second 2, save tidying those up. Let's just put that nice and neatly there. Copy it all, just the first 2 bars, and duplicate that twice. Oh, that last note's rubbish, isn't it? Let's spin that off. Okay. Okay, so we're really progressing nicely with this track. What I want to do now is go back to our vocal sample. We're going to, let's tidy this up so I know what the heck I'm doing here. Call this 1, 2, and let's duplicate that. Call this 3. Okay, so this is part 3 now. I'm just going to get rid of the reverb and delay there for a sec. Let's take a look at it. And we're going to find something else to play alongside. No, we're moving on. We're moving on. Okay, although I know I said I was looking for something different, I think that one has got a nice tone to it. And what we can do, we can mess around with the LFO again to mess with the sound. Let's just see what happens. This is what this is all about, isn't it? Improvising. Okay, I had a little play around, and we're going to enable another LFO on this as well to modulate the filter frequency. There we go, guys. Good luck with all your efforts on this. Just find any vocal acapella sample, chop it up, find different start points in the sample, use those on different tracks, add the effects, and before you know it, you've got something completely original, something you never thought you would have thought of in your own mind. It just comes about through improvisation. So good luck with it, and I'll see you on the next one.